Good afternoon, K.O. Sims Fine Arts. I am showing you the latest painting that I just finished this week. It's done in the palette knife, Impressionist acrylic work. You use the palette knives to achieve all this texture and colors. And I also would like to put out an offer to all those that are listening or get a chance to hear this video. If you have the need to use this as an educational tool, this painting represents the Juneteenth story and the importance of talking about it with our youth and educating them what Juneteenth really is. And I tried to capture and illustrate it in a roundabout way from one generation all the way back to the history of the story. So on the east side in June, the band came through and everybody came through marching for Juneteenth. So, and then it ended at a park where there were some barbecues and children's rides and all that. But it came through the east side all down from Kirkwood Street Park and down with the steppers and people marching on different floats. And then you had the beauty pageant queens, Miss Delaware, Miss USA, Miss all kinds of things. We had everybody. I mean, it was a beautiful parade. And so this picture denotes the beginning, starting there, the modern version of how Juneteenth is somewhat celebrated. And that does not depict it all across the world, but it is depicted how it started in Wilmington. Then I'm showing a little bit of some civil rights type movements of the marches and things that and the gathering that takes place at the National Monument. And actually here was the queens that were attending last June. This is the beginning. I'm standing in my own lighting. I apologize. This is the beginning of it coming through with the float. And if you zoom in, pretty close, you can see some of the details. And then when you begin to zoom out past the modern day, you look over here and you go down south to where slave labor was being used. And it was pretty much trying to depict a little bit of the Civil War times. And what I am missing is actual celebration of the slaves gathering and having joy. And you notice the kind of stormy sky, slave master's house in the background, a field that seems to never end, children out in the field as well. And then the announcement that had to be made by the Union soldiers after the Confederates had surrendered is depicted here. So any research that could be done, this could be used at any time. It doesn't have to be just Juneteenth, but it can also be for just talking about the history. Because, you know, children that are born today think that the telephones have been around all our life. So we need to take them back a moment through some historical facets of our lives and their great grandparents' lives, etc. And let it be known. So if you have the need to use this as an educational tool, reach out to me. I will provide this painting. I will bring it and set it up on an easel for you to use it for a day or for any event, business seminar, or whatever is necessary so that we can further the education to our youth. K.O. Sims Fine Art, you can reach me. You can look up my website also online as K-O-Sims-pixels.com. Here's other works of art that I have created. Watercolors with the brush, downtown Wilmington. For the Wilmington Grand Prix cycling race that happens every year, tentatively in June as well. So, you're welcome to contact me at any time about using that as an educational tool. This particular painting right here is of the Clifford Brown statue that is located on Kirkwood Street Park as you come around off of 12th Street. And it sits amongst the trees. And it's really a wonderful statue that we need to create some tourism for them to visit. And to actually highlight it, the city of Wilmington did provide it. And it just sits so inset from the street that it's not really noticed. So I did a painting of it. I did it like 3 different ones of it. But if you get